At exactly 3:32 a.m. on April 6, 2009, a devastating earthquake shattered the silence of central Italy. Within minutes, the mountaintop city of Fossa lay in ruins. More than 300 lives were lost across the region, and by dawn, Fossa was deserted, abandoned overnight. Locals say bones still lie beneath the church ruins, and even now, most of the city stands silent as crews slowly try to rebuild what the earth destroyed. This was our first stop in Italy, and 15 years after the disaster, I came to see what remains of this forgotten ghost city. Let's explore.
Are they down there?
I can hear people.
I can hear them too. So this is one of the many construction zones. And there's definitely people down in there working right now.
They're right in there. I can hear them. They're right in that. Hello. Ciao. Ciao. Ciao, hello.
All right, guys, so we just talked to them with a little bit of difficulty in Google Translate, and they said that we cannot go inside of the convent, but we can walk on the streets. So we're gonna go drive down and go to some of the areas which we can at least walk around a little bit and go in some of the buildings that are already open. So let's explore. Alright guys, so we came down from the long access road to some of the more accessible areas here in Fossa, and we've learned a couple of things. Number one, they installed cameras all over the place, so we're gonna have to really only go in open buildings for the most part here. And then second, we're not really allowed in general to go into any of the buildings that have any kind of construction. We asked and they said no, so we're gonna do what we can, but we might only really be able to walk around. It does look like the workers are starting to leave for the day, but we're not gonna really push it, especially in a country that we don't live in. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys, so it seems like there are a couple houses, at least a few houses that have quite a bit of stuff left in them. This directly correlates to when the earthquake hit, the 6.3 magnitude earthquake back in 2009. 300 people died right off the bat, and then 20,000 were evacuated shortly after. And most of this place is trashed. We're not going to spend too much time really running through all the rooms, but it's definitely cool to look at, and we're just going to keep going because obviously there's so many different things to see here that we want to make sure we cover as much of it as we can. But it just looks insane. Just walking through here is out of this world. It just keeps going in every direction. We're gonna say it about 1,000,000 times, but this is a literal abandoned city in the mountains. All right, guys, so we came up this little chute and we're gonna continue up. How's it looking? Anything in there?
So, this tunnel right here, it goes through this open door upstairs, but at the end of the stairs, looking up, I see what looks like an alarm panel. That's where it looks like. Take a look. You can see it. Check it out.
Yeah. In here?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to see this first. Okay. The panel. All right, let's head in here. Before we do that, there is something I want to show you guys. So, there are alarm panels here. I think I can zoom in on this, which is one of the nice features of this new camera. And we have to be careful of these because there's just certain buildings we can't go in, and we will get in trouble for going in them. So we're really going to play by the rules in this place. Wow. Holy moly. This is insane. This is crazy. Guys, I didn't even notice it at first, but this is the church. And we do know one thing about this church. There's 2 caskets buried underneath it. We found one of them, and I'm going to have Ward in here kind of use his light. And if I look down into there, you can see a human spine. It's kind of hard to see on here because that's really far down, but that is insane.
Right on the side of this piece of wood right here. Right next to it.
Oh yeah, guys, okay, so you're gonna have a really hard time seeing this. Just keep the light right there, but against the side right here, we can see the spine.
Go down there, Luke.
Should I go down there? All right, guys, so I really want to go check this casket out and get a better look for you, so let's head down on in there. I don't know how the hell this is gonna work. And I like, this is gonna be so stupid. You guys ready?
How are you gonna get up? Is there anything down there?
Oh, let me see. Oh my God. Dude, that is an actual spine. Oh my God. And there's shoes. There's shoes in here too. What the hell? This is crazy.
Yeah, can you take a video on my phone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you guys gonna come down?
I'll help you back up. Right in front of your left foot, there's a fucking fat femur bone in the ground.
Oh my gosh. Yep, so that's, this is real. This got really real really quick. There's literally a casket buried underground here with bones still in it. That's nuts. That looks insane. Guys, this place is just absolutely incredible. Look at the ceiling. Look at the architecture in here. Just nuts. We weren't even sure if there was going to be anything left in here. Well, this is safe. It's worth the view. Warden's climbing as he does.
I'm wandering.
He's wandering. Let's go walk up here and check out this view. Even with all the scaffolding, it looks incredible. It almost adds to the look back here. I love you guys. Guys, I was told I have to go back into the church because there's a little chapel area that I missed here. Yeah, this was worth it. This place is decently cool. I doubt we'll be able to read anything on here, but... Is that a human bone? Another one? There's multiple. What? That is a rotting... Actually, no, that's a stick. That's a human bone. That's nuts. Alright, so we're out of the chapel and back into this main area where we came in before we went in the church. But before I go find them, I want to go walk up into here real quick because it looks like this residence is not completely destroyed and it's also unlocked. Look at the post box right there for your mail. We have a chair, but that's not going to be the chair of the episode. A couch that's actually not in terrible condition. Plates and teacups, which are also in really good condition. Look at this. Circa 1981. Well, ideally I'd like to get back there. Alright, so after a very difficult climb, I made it upstairs. And yeah, it's pretty destroyed, but some parts, like this bathroom, seem virtually untouched. Besides a little bit of decay and trash in here. This soap must be 15 years old. That's insane. Let's push into here. This room is wrecked, but I do want to see if I can get out on that porch. I actually don't even know if I can walk out on that. It's not much of a porch. Or a balcony. Guys, let's pop into this little, I don't want to say house, but let's go see what's in here. It's pretty hard to tell what each of these buildings are individually. I see a fireplace. Wow. Insane. It's dark in here. Let's see how the camera does. Incredible. This is pitch black. I don't have my light on me right now, and I can still see so well. Again, guys, this is one of the first videos I'm shooting with this camera. This is officially the second one. So I'm really curious to see how this all comes out. I got that. Guys, I've never seen anything like this before. An entire abandoned city, nonetheless on the top of a mountain. Where are we? Italy. Looks like they've heavily started construction on this portion of Fossa, so we'll see what we can walk into versus what's locked up. And I'm sure most of the stuff they're working on is probably pretty empty at this point. But let's see.
Oh my god. Wow.
Guys, this is one of those places that we could literally just walk through, probably not even go in a single building. And not only would this be a video, but this would be probably one of the better videos I've ever shot. I mean, I'm just in awe looking at this. I'm not trying to go out and say this is one of the coolest spots I've ever seen, but I think this is one of the coolest spots I've ever seen. Here's one of the few cranes that they have working. Just goes to show they're really trying to get this place back up and running in whatever capacity. Do you know what they're trying to turn this into?
They're trying to get it back to a active community.
Are they?
Yeah, they're selling these off for like $1 a piece.
Seriously?
Yeah. It takes like $200,000 to renovate, but they'll give them to you for $1.
I would love to buy one of these.
Yeah. Is this like a Marario? Is this a hospital or something? Musty. Oh.
Look at the architecture on the floor.
Wow. Whoa.
It's very musty in here.
This decay is pretty gnarly.
Let's see. Whoa.
That green ceiling, dude.
That looks so sick. This room's completely blown out. Wow. Again, guys, all this stuff is about 15, 16 years old. All from the earthquake. All the families here just had to evacuate, except the ones that unfortunately did not make it. Every angle of this place is just insane. Oh, hello. Is this cool?
Dude, the view. The view is so baller.
I love this woodwork.
It's so much bigger than I think, dude.
Wow. There's so much more left behind than I thought there would be.
Yeah.
I thought this would all be cleared out.
Because they're renovating this area. Yeah, people will be moving in and then like two doors down and still got a band in there. Like every day.
I wonder what their plan is in terms of how long they expect this renovation to last. Oh my gosh. There's so much crap here. This is absolutely stunning.
card says, be careful with your health. Be careful in the upcoming holidays. Be nice to you and your family. Joe, me, and Dominic wish you the best. Remember us sometime. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. It says ciao.
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 Bye.
Bye.
Guys, I'm not 100% sure about this, but these may have been the owners of this residence at one point before this whole place became abandoned. That's insane. What the heck? Dude, did you see this? There's like a upstairs. I almost just fell and broke something. Oh my gosh. There's so much stuff left behind in here.
Oh. The storage thing.
Big storage thing. I don't think there's much point in traveling up there. The road just extends and goes up where we already were. So I think I just want to duck this way. And probably enter, well, maybe not into this residence actually. This is completely destroyed. I can see the inside of it. But I would like to loop down and around if I can. Yeah, look at this. This was all from the earthquake. Wow. Look at this. I wonder what chair we're going to choose to be the chair of the episode. Wow. That's locked. I want to pop into this house. I got a peek of the inside, and I think this one's worth it. Wow. Kitchen area. This is insane. I don't even know if I can get through here. I don't think I can. I can't even see the road down there. I think we're gonna have to turn around and go back up. That also proves, ow. That didn't feel good. There's prickers everywhere here. Interesting. It doesn't really seem like they've been doing a lot of work in these buildings, so I really wonder how much renovation they've actually done. Wow. If you guys keep wondering why I'm saying wow to rooms like this, it's also because I've never seen somewhere that's been devastated by an earthquake This is a total first for me. From an abandoned city, to being in another country that I've never been, to it being on top of a mountain. And the whole place was evacuated because of an earthquake, and people actually perished because of it. What a wild combination of things to happen. Interesting. Okay, well, I thought this was going to go somewhere, but it did lead me to this bottle of wine. Actually, guys, you want to know what? I just had a revelation. We are in Italy. We are not going to choose a chair of the episode. We're going to choose a wine bottle of the episode. And this one, well, this is just our bottle. This exemplifies Luke Explores on this trip. Everybody say hello. You guys think this opens? My guess is no. Yes. And almost no. Whoa. Holy moly. This is crazy. Every corner of this place is just completely different. I want to go out on that balcony. Guys, I know there's a million different views to see this from, and so I'm sorry if I'm showing too many, but at the same time, I'm really not sorry because this is so beautiful. This right here is that trail that we took up earlier, so it kind of just goes there, loops up and around, and it doesn't really go anywhere. It just went to the place that the workers told us we could not be. And again, being in a country where we're not from, I don't think we're very comfortable with the idea of doing things we're told that we're not allowed to do. So I think we're gonna respect that, go see a few other buildings, and then I don't want to say we're gonna move on, but we have so much to see in Italy that we just gotta keep moving. I will say, one very disappointing thing so far is my drone is not gonna be getting any shots of Fossa City, because I have to figure out how I can activate it so I can legally use it in Europe. Because when I tried to take off from the top of the hill, it wouldn't let me, and I spent about 30 minutes troubleshooting it to no avail. So I'm gonna go see a couple other parts of this, and then we're gonna go move on. We honestly have seen the main stuff we wanted to see. I'm sure there's just, a lot of other buildings with some interesting artifacts in it, but as long as I can see a few more, I'll be more than satisfied. Because again, if this was the only spot that we're going on this trip, yeah, not even close. But it's not. So we just got to keep moving. I just want to show you guys an example of where they have started renovation work. And while things aren't really fixed up, they've started cleaning it up and organizing everything. So that's what this is for. That's where I want to go next. How's it going? How you doing?
No.
You're okay. Can I say hello? Can I say hello? Thank you. Hi, baby. Hi, honey. You're all good. Thank you. Have a good day. Ciao.
So I don't know how much of that you guys caught, but I just ran into a random lady walking her dog up here. So I'm gonna assume people are kind of just allowed to come walk through this. This is nuts. So many different directions we could go. And it looks like the renovation work is a little more prevalent down here. Oh, I feel like this is calling my name. Well, I don't think there's anywhere we're going to be able to step down here, but we're going to get another view. This one's not as elegant, and there's razor wire here, or somewhat of barbed wire, just to kind of keep you out of there. Wow, okay. So they've already put scaffolding in here, which probably means they're prioritizing certain buildings over others. I don't know if you guys heard Sean say earlier, but they are selling plots of land here for like a few bucks to get ready for people to come live here again one day, hopefully. I wonder if that's a worker's car or the lady that we saw up there a minute ago. But yeah, this is the part we can't really venture into too much because they are heavily renovating it. You can see how much nicer the buildings are on the right hand, actually, and the left hand side. They just haven't finished the work up there yet. So these are probably the areas that they're watching. This is crazy. What the hell do you guys want?
Hey man, this town's abandoned. You gotta get the hell out of here.
I can hear people in there, so those are the workers that we're, I don't want to say trying to avoid, but that we can't really interact with too heavily. They don't A, speak English, and B, they already said that we can't go in the renovated buildings, which, as you can tell, all of this is in way better condition than anything we've seen so far in the first half of the town.
There's a lady we saw back there just walking her dog casually. She didn't pay any mind to us, but
I saw her too, actually.
bizarre.
Actually, she's coming back up the way right now.
I guess she lives here.
I think she does too.
I guess there's people living here now.
Yeah, guys, we saw, like we said, a few cars here and up the road, and we were like, okay, well, they're probably just workers. But based off what we're seeing here and the renovations that are done, I think there's actually people living in here. You guys hear that music?
Yeah.
Like, it sounds way too casual, and it's what, after 5 now? Yeah. There's no one working here?
No. The workers left.
The workers left. I just want to walk this strip, and then I'm good to head out. It's a shame we can't get into these buildings, but if there's people living there, / almost living there, well, not much we can unfortunately do about that. But this place is just incredible, top to bottom. This has been an insane explore, even though we only get to see realistically about half of it and no drone. But that doesn't matter much to me. What an explore this is. They're pointing at something, either a sign or the view. Oh, look at this. Yeah. Fully renovated. Huh. Go through this hole instead. You can kind of see it. It's all new. All right.
It says the finish date here is marked as 2024.
Interesting.
Yeah, they have to be behind.
Yeah. I wonder how far behind it can't be.
They have to be pretty far behind. It's not done at all.
No. It's not even close.
We got like 2 people.
There's
a whole bunch of cats. Let's try to zoom in.
Okay, I want to say hi to him.
Yeah, let's do it. Guys, we gotta go say hi to the Bando kitties.
No, hi. Okay.
Do we have any snacks for him?
We do. We have granola bars.
Not really anything for a cat.
Hi there.
Where are the other cats? I want to see them.